Hello, it is Miss Khan here, and it is Thursday, the 14th of January 2021. So let's go through our what, how, and why. So, our what today is to write a narrative of the tale of Little Red Riding Hood. And today we're just going to focus on the middle. So yesterday we focused on the beginning. Okay, so today we're just going to focus on writing the narrative of the middle. Okay, how new learning is practiced and why, so we can sequence sentences to form. Now I can see it, I made a spelling mistake in form. Okay, so I'm going to use my phonics again. Or form. Okay, even Miss Khan can make mistakes. Form a piece of writing. So I want you to spend a couple of minutes just looking at your writing from yesterday. Okay, and I want you to use the time to check, okay, from yesterday to see your work and edit it if needed. So making sure your letters are on the line, making sure you have a capital letter at the start of your sentence and for the name of something, beautiful letter formation, using your phonics, making sure you have finger spaces in between words, making sure your writing makes sense, and a full stop. And you can see today I've made my own time to check. Maybe it might be a job over the weekend if you wanted to make your own time to check. Quite proud of that. Might put it on my desk. I'm just going to give you a couple of minutes just he is going to do. So I'm going to get my next illustrations that I am going to write about. So the first one is here. Going to put it there. Next one is here. Next one is here. And the last one for today would be this one. Okay, so we're just going to have a little closer look. Perfect. So I'm going to start off at looking at my first image in the sequence. And in that first image here, you can see, what can you see the wolf doing? Have a little think. What do you see the wolf doing? So we can see the wolf from yesterday too. So I'm going to start my sentence with a capital letter. So the wolf what was the wolf bangs? Or we could say the wolf bursts. The wolf bursts through and grandma's house. Now, houses, I know house is on my word mat, and I can see it's house. So I'm going to use that magpie, that idea. The wolf burst through grandma's house. Anyone you want, really. The wolf burst through grandma's house and d and g off bubbles her up. I'm going to add some extra information. Gobbles her up, licking his his her I. Now, I sometimes get confused with my formation of my so I'm going to look up for my there it is. So I'm just going to use my magic finger to do the formation. So gobbles her up, licking his lips. That the wolf does something. What does the wolf do? What does he start to put on? Have a little chat with someone next to you. So I can see the wolf putting on grandma's clothes. So I'm going to write something about that. Okay, so I'm going to read through. The wolf bursts through grandma's house and gobbles her up, licking his lips. He, capital H. Why do you think I put a capital H? You're right, because there's a full stop, so it needs to have a capital H. He quickly put on grandma's full stop. He quickly puts on grandma's clothes and jumps into bed. Yes, I can do that. And editing, so I got rid of that. And jumps into grandma's bed. Grandma's bed. Added some extra information about that. Read it again. The wolf burst through Grandma's house and gobbled her up, licking his lips. He quickly puts on Grandma's clothes and jumps into Grandma's bed. I love that. I really like that. So I've done this illustration here. That can go away. Done my next illustration. And now I am moving on to this illustration here. What can we see happening here? Who's come into Grandma's house? What Little Red Riding Hood walks in and then she starts to look a bit confused. Okay, she asks Grandma, she asks the wolf, oh, what big eyes you have. All the better to see you with. Oh, what big nose you have. All the better to smell you with. Oh, what big teeth you have. All the better to eat you with. Okay, so we're going to be writing all of that. Okay, so leave that illustration here. Little Red Riding Hood and comes in. Little Red Riding Hood Little Red Riding Hood says what big eyes you have. Replies all the better to see you with. My darling. Darling. Now I'm going to move straight onto the teeth. Okay, so I'm going to read through. Little Red Riding Hood knocks on the door and comes in. Little Red Riding Hood says, "What big eyes you have." The wolf replies, "All the better to see you with, my darling." So I'm going to say Little Red Riding teeth. Next page, teeth. You have. What big teeth you have. Further, the wolf replies, "All the better to eat you with." The bed to eat Little Red Riding Hood. And we're going to leave it there, okay? Leave it on a bit of a cliffhanger, okay? Because then tomorrow we can write the ending. So let's start from the beginning and read through the beginning. Little Red Riding Hood knocks on the door and comes. Oh, that's not the beginning. This is the beginning. Sorry about that. The wolf burst through Grandma's house and gobbled her up, licking his lips. He quickly puts on Grandma's clothes and jumps into Grandma's bed. And you can see that there. Next one. The wolf replies, "All the better to eat you with." Okay, and you can see her bursting coming through the door, and then he's all the better to eat you with. And the last illustration, the wolf jumps out of the bed to eat Little Red Riding Hood. Okay, so you can see, okay, that we have focused on this image here. So this one, and this one. So I would love for you, okay, to now write the middle of your tale of Little Red Riding Hood and post it on Evidence Me. Hope to see you tomorrow to write the ending of our tale.